So at the end of the day, remember, you'll have to make the choice for yourself.
Mary, I know it's going to be a challenging question to, Tabitha and Stephen, but I'm curious. Years and years down the line, and they did not opt to remarry or to get married again. I'll start with Stephen. Watoto watano, hakukuwa na usaidizi, mbona hukuleta mke mwingine? Akusaidie. I need to know, because I also need to know from your research if they opted to remarry. Stephen, mbona hukufikiria pengine naeza oa tena? Mbona hukuoa bibi mwingine? Miaka mingi.
Wanasema mimi ushasaseka. Sidio?
Yeah.
Wanasema mimi ushasaseka.
All right. Lakini kama si hiyo ungeweza kuoa mwingine, kama wangesema umeshazeeka, wewe ulikuwa unaweza kuoa mwingine?
Sidio?
All right.
Boma mimi iko naye.
All right. I like that, because the psychological and emotional effect did not get to Stephen. Ni wao wanasema umezeeka. I don't know, Tabitha, why did you not, opt to get married again?
For me, I just married immediately I finished school. So because of the challenges which are there, there's only one thing I told God I want to do. I might not get another partner like my husband. And being the last born, I don't think it was so easy for me to start looking for a man. What was inside me, and then what I told God, yes, why you took him, I'm too young. And me, there's one thing I've decided. God, it was your choice. To me right now, what matters, it's my kid. I educate them up to the level they want to reach. Because I remember one of the days my husband said, I was not a talkative person throughout my life. I would just only mention one thing, then I'll keep quiet. So I think he was so much worried about me, I might leave him. But that was not true. Because when you decide to marry, I thought about it, because I told God, unless you help me, being the last born, and I did not go all those problems, the people they talk about. I had a very rough mother. Because I was never beaten since I came to know myself, since I was a kid. There was no battle within myself.
So in your background, you had a loving mother?
I had a rough mother.
No wonder you're a lovely mother.
So I had to check what is good for me. Is it looking for a man? I say no. God just give me everything I need. Okay. Give me the capital. I raise up my kids. Them, I want them, all of them, to marry.
Oh, great.
And I told them, no one is born to live to be a single. The way now I see women behaving, no.
All right.
You have a partner somewhere. Don't look for the ego. The ego is what is making the marriage not work.
Okay.
As a woman, I was more honored by my husband. And he told me, I want to marry you. And I don't think there was any day or any time I condemned him because I was running more than him.
Okay.
I knew he's the head, I'm the
neck.
So I had to give that rule for him. If there is a mistake, I'll say this is wrong, this only in a cool manner, not creating battle, because battle is what is making marriage never to work.
And I like that. I want you guys to come back again very soon, Mary. We want to get your recommendations as your closing remarks, because masaa yangu yameisha. But allow me to start again with Tabitha as we close. Tabitha, I like that you ulishaanza kufunga, show for me. In just less than 30 seconds, you have said nobody was born to be alone. Just one last word to single mothers out there, despite how they got into that situation. Just very briefly, in 30 seconds, alafu niende kwa Steve, Mr. Stephen, alafu tufunge na Mary. 30 seconds each, for the sake of time. Karibu.
I want to talk to all those singles who are there. Even in the Bible, there was no one who was born to be single. And whatever you are creating there outside, you are creating a society which will be not managed by any government. Okay. You have to think about your life. You have to think about the goodness, what you are supposed to do as a person. you condemn the action which made you to be single the way you are. But you have to encourage and look good thing for your kids so that we can break this singleness. Because even in the eyes of God, it's not related to the will of God. We are going against God's will.
All right.
Can you wake up and work out for our kids?
Yes.
Work out for the mistake which are there. Just stop the mistake which made you to be single.
Yes.
So that now you can correct the mistake. You pray for that so that God can help you, even your kids,
All
to
right,
have their
Tabitha.
partners. Without that one, we are not creating a conducive society.
Thank you, Tabitha. We can't wait to have you back very soon. Stephen, nataka tufunge isho, lakini ongea na wale wanaume ambao saa hizi wanalea watoto peke yao. Unaweza usema ni neno gani unaweza ambia wale wanaume sahihi, wale wanalea watoto kama vile unalea, ama unaweza sema nini kwa watu ambao wanakutazama leo asubuhi? Maneno mawili kwa wale ambao wanakutazama leo asubuhi. Unaweza sema nini ya kufunga?
Uambie watu, watu wale wanakusikiliza,
Yes.
vile wanaweza kuishi hata kama
hawana bibi.
Hawana bibi, wazee. Okay, now. Watie moticha ati wanaweza ishi hata bila.
Allow us to have that moment with Stephen. It's very instrumental.
Ati juge.
Hata tungesema, let me just finish with Mary. Stephen, tumefurahi sana kukuwa na wewe, lakini tumejifunza mengi pia sana. Na tunakutakia mema na watu waje wakusaidie, si ndio? Asante kwa kukuja. Yes. So Mary, your closing remarks just in 30 seconds.
I would want to encourage our listeners, and I am going to refer to a person by name Albert Ellis. Ellis, that is a psychologist.
You keep it brief, yes.
And he said that human beings are capable of creating their own psychological disturbance. So, as single fathers out there, as single mothers, we can change because we create our own disturbances. We can have something like this processing. When you are at home, just get processing and try to change it. You can change the processing into a ball, into any shape that you want. So what does that one imply? That you as a single father, you as a single mother, you can change yourself by avoiding interpretation of issues. I am a single mother. I am rejected by the community. You are telling yourself something that might not be true. So that one creates your own psychological disturbance. So I think, and I ask you, please be taking processing.
Yes.
Change the processing into very many shapes that you want.
Yes,
and you discover that you change yourself and life will continue as normal, even being a single parent.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Mary. And we will, of course, create another follow-up discussion. It wasn't enough time, but I picked the onion illustration and the plasticine. Even as a young person, human beings, single parents, and for creating time, kwanza na waheshimu sana kwa ku create this time to talk to all of us. Please murudi tena. Stephen, utarudi tena? Utarudi tena? Ndio, okay. Thank you very much, guys, for following the big conversation here on the single parenthood in the 21st century. I have borrowed so much from when it was and to the 21st century. What have you learned? Talk to me on more on the comment section using the hashtag #TheMorningDrift. We come back with the most exciting part of Wednesdays, the culture umbrella. And Simba, I can't wait to see if you can play a traditional instrument. We'll be right back. Asante. Thank you so much.